Good evening, folks. Wow. Voice didn't wanna do the thing today, I guess. How's it going, everybody? Hope you've had a great weekend, or are still having having a great weekend. For those of you who, like me, are still in the weekend, I know on the down under side, it's past the weekend now. Early in the morning. We built this thing yesterday, which doesn't look like much, but oh boy, was it a lot of work to design this thing. Probably keep these in my hands because it is kind of dark in here until we got all the light stuff in the ceiling. Agreed. We just, well, happy belated birthday. So yeah, we made this. The problem here is this station has to be spawn proof entirely, not by light, but by block type, because this is a slime chunk, and I believe this corner over here is also a slime chunk. So quite happy with what we ended up with, but we're gonna take a break from that now. Yeah, I agree with that advice. Don't put your age online. It's not as bad as it is on Twitch. If you did that on Twitch, I'd have to ban you. But yes, I advise you not to. Do I not have like membranes anywhere? I guess we'll just put it here. It's fine. But we're gonna go back. I'm gonna show you some of the stuff at my base that have happened. Oh, I should also unmute myself. Now that we're actually live, this is something also. I don't know. It's just a big wooden box that's sprung up here. Can't hear anything. Keep your secrets. It's fine. If you haven't seen it before and you're just joining into this mad teleporter project, this is a prototype system for the same teleporter system. What I'm going to do is build this so that it will work for 16 players on the server. We're now at spawn, which is pretty much at 0-0, close to 0-0, 100 blocks away or so. Now we're at 3,300 and 3,700. So 7,000 blocks travel right then. This is a thing that has happened. I've littered my base with copper blocks to get them to oxidize, which has been pretty successful. So let's clean that up. The other thing is I've been AFKing in the drowned farm a whole lot to get more copper, which has also been quite successful, although not without its problems, and I'll show you that in a second. Jeez. Give me that. Well, welcome in, Lay. I would not say that my impression of Hermitcraft is the kind of screamy YouTuber kind, but to each their own. Either way, you're welcome. There certainly is a lot of that. That was an interesting little take flight moment there. Should have built David. Well, I mean, Pixel Rift's latest iteration of David is him still spending weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on just building it, right? So this was fine. I just put down a bunch of blocks over the course of AFKing up in the machine, and all of my copper is now, well, all of my copper that I had before the latest AFK session up there is now fully oxidized, which is, I would call it good enough. There's very little time investment in just walking around placing these blocks. I might eventually build David or something like it, if I'm gonna, you know, stay in the copper business here. I'm extremely surprised that nobody else has a copper farm on the server. So almost up to 3 stacks of oxidized copper, which is pretty good. because we were struggling yesterday for just a few blocks of copper. So very happy with that. However, if you look at this, you might have seen it as we flew up there. Let me try to land somewhere reasonably here. I've had to extend a bunch of these chest monsters going down. So first thing was that I only had these 2 chests and they filled up with rotten flesh very quickly. So I built like a ridiculous amount of chests down there. And then the second thing I did was this filled up. This is where all the like non-stackables and stuff, like the leftovers, which includes all of the tridents and fishing rods, so they don't stack, right? They all go down here. So far so good, until after my last session, I opened this chest. Well, this is all the copper I have, by the way. That's well done, Lime. There we go. You can see that I'm still picking up like a bunch of rotten flesh and stuff. So I picked up, you know, I have open spaces just to make sure that I get all the copper ingots and stuff. And I got 3 stacks of copper, 3 stacks of rotten flesh, and 1 stack of Nautilus shells, which is this chest. And I open it and it looks like this. Which is not entirely correct. And so I opened this and realized the entire stupid rotten flesh storage here that goes all the way down there is entirely full. And so it's overflown my filter. Oh, that's so stupid. So I need more storage. It's the thing I'm going to start with. But that is, I already made a bunch of more chests because I used up all my chests for this. Also, I've used up all my hoppers, I think. So, gonna make some more. That should be good. Oh yeah, my volume is also way down. What? I'm still not hearing that. Is it going out on stream? I think it's going out on stream, right? Oh yeah. I just restarted my audio devices and now I hear a lot of gurgles. This is why I've lowered my volume. I mean, this is why I've lowered my volume. Okay. You know what? Could you just like maybe shut up? Thank you. We need to go down here. And I guess I'll just build this down all the way. Ideally, I'd like shulker loaders and stuff here, but still haven't made the shulker farm, and I'm not paying somebody for the shulkers that would be needed for that, right? So yeah, that's just a nope. Lowers volume. What a novel idea. Obviously, this is not sustainable. At some point, I'll need some system that just voids the leftover, but ideally, I'd just have a shulker loader, and then you could just load stuff for a good long while. If I had a shulker farm, you know, you could just have a couple of chests, and it would keep going and keep going and keep going. But for now, we do this the old-fashioned way, which is just lots and lots of storage. Tomorrow's Ender Pearl storage. I mean, he is that, but with shulker boxes instead. Okay, so that's all the hoppers I made. So that is a good deal of storage. Also, let's just toss these in there so I have some space. I want to get back up top here. That went slightly sideways, but it's okay. Hi. It's not the most efficient farm. This I did fix a problem with it, but it's still not. You know, it's not the most efficient, but it obviously does the job. So I guess what I need to do now is sort out this mess, which is also going to be all the way. Okay, yes. So what I need is I need this to go. Yeah, that's now gone back to normal, which means I can fix this filter, which needs some of those. There were redstone dust in here. Did I pick them up already? I guess it doesn't really matter. I just need like four items that are not stackable. What I need is this, and then these go in here. How does this look? No, I want... Okay, that looks good. Okay. So I need to look in this chest. Okay, we have a little bit of Nautilus stuff going on here. Copper ingots. So I am going to need so many more inventory space slots open here. Let's maybe start with the unstackable stuff. Can I reach somewhere? Yeah, okay. Ooh, no, I'm not carrying my normal fishing rod. I was like, did I just put my fishing rod in there? But I don't think I did. Okay. One more there. And this goes... Oh, there's a bunch of cool stacks of copper in here too. I didn't even notice. You and you and you and you. Okay. And then you... Oh, there's the redstone. Okay, cool. Yeah, of course they go down. That's fine. Take those. Plus the trident in there. Won't your filter still break? If it fills up fully, yes. I should probably fix that, but not urgent. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is gonna need the hoppers to like drain this before I can really fully fix this. Not ideal. Oh, this is full also. That's not great. Maybe I can... Okay, well, I don't want to carry these around. So that's fine. And I'd rather stack things up, so... Let's switch these filter items. So I can stack the sand up. That noise is just astounding. Stop. Thank you. Is the farm running 24/7 or how come it's so full? It fills out. It filled up while I was here fixing stuff. Still moving stuff from here. That would be a bit sound chat would love. No, please. Okay, I'll move as much as possible there, and then I'll just take another 5 copper ingots, which is nice, but not what I wanted in my inventory right now, because I'm trying to fix this stuff. Do this.
More sounds, yes.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'm just gonna go all the way down, and we're just gonna toss these in here manually so I can maybe clean this up. I really need to make like a bubble column all the way up here so I can have a reasonable way to access this stuff. Okay. Grab all of these. These actually are supposed to go in there. And there. You know what we could do? Let's do this. Don't know why I would even bother picking these up again, to be honest, but there we go. It's fixed. I take damage there. So much. I don't know. I should open trades and stuff for this. So I have an outlet for them. I really have nothing to do with it. But there it is. That's now sorted all the way down. This way helps you practice ender pearls throws though. Yeah, I suppose. Although I feel like that's the thing I've practiced a fair bit already, so maybe don't need it. Okay. So that now seems to be sorting correctly. Very cool. Alright. So, fixed. How high up does this go? There. Okay. So, I've got like 4... Yeah, 4 double chests of pull-up trident and fishing rods at this point. So I think I have enough tridents for everybody on the server forever. But, you know, I'm here for the copper, so that's how it goes. What's our copper looking like? Nice. So every row is 9 stacks, which means every row is a full stack of copper blocks. Fixed for a short while. Fixed for a decent while, I would say, actually. It took a long while to fill that up to that height. Okay. So that was fun. I'm feeling like I'm lagging a fair bit today. Okay, so next order of business is probably start on our next station. Masterpiece. I mean, the fun thing is, you know, I don't think there's much risk of a creeper up there, right? But I still react on it. Still messing me up. I was holding this one warped sign all along. That wasn't necessarily the best use of my inventory space there. Yeah, that was really funny. There is indeed always another creeper. We have that on good authority. There are a couple of things that I need to figure out. One is, what is the block theme of the station at Goodland? Because I don't know if there's like a block theme for Goodland at all. The only thing I know is it's in the desert, but it's kind of being terraformed away from being desert. Let's go have a look. Because it would be nice to build that station. It should be a lot simpler, also because it doesn't have the slime spawning problem. So, yeah. And I have dug out that entire... chunks are loading really slowly today. But yeah, I have dug out that entire station space, I think. Should be the entire thing. I guess the walkways and stuff here are still sandstone, right? Good morning, lightning. There's this. Okay, so there's sandstone. This is like terracotta, isn't it? Lime terracotta, I approve. And orange terracotta. And then there's a bunch of cobblestone, which I'm just going to assume is kind of temporary. So this is just sandstone slabs. It's not even smooth. Okay. So what I've decided is I'll put the thing over here. So visible, this text. But here's the... Wait. Have I only done half of it? The fall columns should be in the center. Hold on just one moment. I don't need that placement. This one, I think, is here. Oh, totally. Well, here's the arrival hall. And again, same way as the main station. This is just my build palette that I used for the station, which is probably going to be the build palette at my base, right? The station at my base. Okay, so I don't have the entire place dug out. I only have the arrival hall part dug out. The departure hall in this type is that way and is much smaller. Much smaller. So I guess that's a thing to do. But we could start on this. I don't think we need to care about what the... And this is the entire size of the station, by the way. There's all of this up here. Redstone mechanism above the arrival hall. About those filters also, they only are a problem if the thing fills up, because they're only being pushed at hopper speed, so there's nothing that can overflow them. So I need something that can have slabs, for sure, which sandstone seems like a good bet there. Okay, so this is a yellow and red. That's only red, I suppose. No. Okay, so every octet, I guess, of this, every 8th has a color. Is what I'm gathering. There's yellow, red, purple. Lime. Okay, so I guess the station is then in... Okay, hi. I'm not even... Okay, yes, sure. Oh my goodness. Ow. They're really annoying. And now I put away my food. Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Give me my food back.
Yay.
Which part of the server? This is Goodland. This is our minigame district. In the fog of the rainstorm. Did it despawn? No, it's chilling. Hi. Ow. Could you not? Rude. My dude is just sniping as the thing is like... moving extremely erratically. Stop! Just... Jesus! My dude! How are none of these arrows connecting? Okay. Thank you. And he's just finally. Alright, that should have made this guy persistent. Where did he even come from? I guess because they can like run up walls and stuff. I don't even know. Well, there's now a camel husk in Goodland. I suppose somebody wants that at some point.
Good evening, Mr. Lime.
Good evening, Ralph. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you for 57 months of support. Holy moly. This guy might have fun with... Is he still here? Yeah. There's a camel down there. He's just down this little hole. I was digging that part out, and he was just like standing next to it and just looking at it and just laying down, going like, okay. What's my armor looking like? We're fine. What I was saying is, I think the station is in the red part of this, but the station is kind of is meant to, you know, symbolize all of Goodland. It's not meant to symbolize just that section. This is built out of sandstone and it's polished deep slate, isn't it? Yes. Of course it's deep slate. Of course. I don't think that's ever been fixed, Pokemaster. Hey, Hype Train. Thank you, folks. Thank you, Maverick Fisher, for the follow. Appreciate that. Don't know. I don't honestly know. Can we sleep? Nice. Can we sleep so I can not have this rain, even in the desert? There we go. Much better. So I guess sandstone is our obvious answer, but sandstone alone does not make a build palette. So this is red and then the yellow not shroom lights, frog lights, and iron bars. Iron bars isn't going to be very useful, is it? Nice. Just walking around there. So any color of terracotta, I think, could work. So could this. I like this combo. It's just that deep slate just tends to end up being deep. This cobble is really awful though. Deep slate tends to become the block for everything. The nice dark block. Oh, weighty. I suppose what we do is we go back, we get a bunch of sandstone, we get a bunch of... I think I'm entirely out of deep slate. Cobble deep slate, that is. I need to go back to my other dig, grab a shulker of deep slate, like actual deep slate, not the cobbled stuff. And then I need to mine it all up again with Melt Silk Touch, which is going to be so much fun. But it is what it is. Let's go back home.
32.
Hey! Half a stack. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lightning, for the Prime and the half a stack of months of support. I appreciate that. 32 indeed. What did 80 do? Yeah, that is actually quite impressive. Or just dig out another station area into deep slate. Well, I don't need other stations in deep slate. Well, I might actually. Because we're going to build a station at the end portal in the stronghold, and the stronghold might well be in the deep slate layer. So maybe I will actually. Anyway, I think I've ferried all my sandstone away from the dig. Yeah. So we can take a full shulker of sandstone. And then it's entirely empty. Oof. Okay, let's go grab a shulker from the other dig. Two stacks of ender pearls. It's true. And as we know, ender pearls, very important items. Server, are you okay? This happened a few times before when I've had like connection issues already, and it just goes mental on a teleport. Close the door, please. So secret. Nice. You can see the Phoenix in the background. Okay. So. No, I actually left. I have 6 cobble deep slate. I lied. I wasn't out.
Is this a good time to remind you of the boom insurance?
Define good time. Thank you for the bits. I think the answer in your evaluation would be yes. Yes, I think you'd call that a yes. Anything else from here? My goodness. You know what? We'll bring a shulker of tough. Why not? I don't think I want to build with it there, but we'll bring it. We'll bring this. What got me wondering how many items are stackable up to 16? All of the throwable items are. Snowballs, eggs, etc. You know, I actually, on this server, I don't mind because I don't have a lot of pearls. Wait, I guess I go from my base to Goodland. It's way closer than from here. Although it would be nice to fly there just to fill in more of distant horizons. But with the chunk loading a little bit slow today, I probably shouldn't push my luck. Anything else? Also, I need to answer a message real quick. Give me a moment. Keep doing this thing where I like open an app, do something I need to do, then minimize it, hit Alt Tab, which just opens it back again. Can I bribe you to have a real creeper help me into getting another masterpiece? You need me to play on one of those servers with like the stream integrations. What else do I need? Do I bring these? Oh, I see what you mean. I will pretend I didn't see that. Blackstone. You know what? Let's try just a few block combos. Just color combinations here. Excuse me? Oh, it's the blue one. That's in sandstone. Okay, okay. Well, and for completeness then... Oh. You know what? I can just do this. That's the combo we're already using in Goodland, kinda. Probably smooth sandstone, to be honest, but... So if that works... I mean, honestly, I don't like these two. So it's one of these. And if I'm going to go with anything, I do have a lot of T-slate. Don't have a lot of blackstone. It could be argued that you could easily get that, but you know, at some point I'm going to have to remine the stupid T-slate anyway, so let's just go with that. I should probably bring some glass. That would make sense, I think. Let's put away this blackstone too. And then these. I've left... Or... No, I put it back. Nice. Thought I'd put away my chest of wither roses, but I had not. Okay. Let's just say that this is good enough for now. And then I will immediately... find out what I've forgotten here. Terracotta. What do we do with terracotta? Do I want to involve a terracotta color here? I don't have much terracotta. I certainly don't have many different colors. What did I just do there? That was weird. Where do I have them? Here. You know what? Blue terracotta might actually not be a terrible combo in there. Of course, everybody loves the cyan terracotta. Red terracotta was the section. I don't like that though. It doesn't look as good in the combo. Let's bring some of the blue terracotta just for the sake of it. Let me... What was I thinking about? Damn. It slipped my mind. There was something else that I sort of... Like, oh, I can bring that... Oh, I should bring frog lights. That's what I was thinking about. Where the heck do I have them? Here. And then probably these, to be honest, if I have this color scheme. It makes... Well... The yellow ones, I think, are completely out in the shop. But, well, it's fine. Hi, Robin. Special 400th video. Who the heck is Michael? Nice. I guess. So we're too many for me to sleep just by myself, and there's no desperate need right now. Ooh, I'm running out of food. Like, actually running out of food, too. Not that I'm, you know, actually running out of food, but... running out of food with me that is made, and I don't have any other cooked baked potatoes. Cooked baked potatoes, yes. That's exactly the word. As opposed to the uncooked baked potato slime. Like, these are just completely overflowing, so I think we're fine. Except I can't fit enough to make bread. Oh god. Okay, that's okay. Let's make a little bit of a bread. We're good. Okay, sure. There are 16 teleports and 16 stained terracotta colors. What? Yes, that is true. That is absolutely undeniably true. But this is like I'm theming the station, not the individual receivers. It's just compressed potatoes. Wasn't there a, we should just make a potato update instead. Maybe focus it around poisonous potatoes. That could be cool. To do that sometime. Of course, I could also think about copper in this mix, which I'm still carrying around all my stupid copper. Yes, it looks nothing like the right color for that, but I should probably dump that in a shulker, to be honest. Let's start by doing that, because that is very silly. I do have deep slate bricks here and black glass, so that might be useful. Where is my entrance? Oh yeah, it's an inner ring here. Whee! I heard that was done before by Simon in the company. Yeah, probably. Okay, let's do. Oh boy, holding M was not great apparently. Single layer, and then do that again to unmute myself. I get this layer. So that's the floor. I guess the floor here is the same size as the other one, which means it's going to be exactly the same problem. I'm not going to have the ability to be... Who's there? I should get... Oh, I see the name tag. I should get the mod that puts people's faces on here instead. No idea what that is. So this is one too short, I think, in the width here to be able to you have the logo of the teleporter network. Let's start with this. Mark the corners. We need to build a floor that is this size. That looks decent. And it needs to be this level. I could just be this. You cannot tell whose name that is. Don't know if they have the voice mod on. Sneaking around up there. I should just set up the bubble column so I can get up properly. I think I may have fooled them into some. We're gonna run into ads, folks. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, I put away my torches in here. I was like, sure, I had torches. Thank you, Epic. Yeah, so we're going to have ads here starting in a minute or so. Sorry about that. It's a thing that Twitch kind of makes me do. Not that I particularly enjoy that, but I can choose between either running ads when I want to or running ads when they want to, which is all the time. So, I guess I will stand around, dig some deep slate or something while we have ads. Do I have a... Maybe I can set up some hard block that I can use as a backing for this. Wait, what do I... Oh, yeah. Of course. Carrying around like one of this and one of those. It's great. So well planned. Do you automate the double ads? Yes, I did miss that, and yes, I've been thinking exactly that. The problem is there is potentially a scenario where I don't want to do that, right? You get a raid right at the start of the stream or something. Now I have a cobblestone block too. Great. Oh, okay. Anyway, the way this works is this. And we stand here for a while. I'm just holding both the buttons. But yeah, I do have that ability with my stream setup. I already automate a bunch of stuff around stream start and stuff, so I could definitely do that. I remembered when there was like a minute left of the countdown. Spent most of the stream countdown today rushing around trying to fix the cat cam, which for some reason was just not playing ball. It refused, that GoPro refused to start streaming. And so I had to rip it down, remove it from its case so I could completely remove the battery and entirely get it to like completely shut off so I could start it back up. It is working. I turned off the cat cam reward while I was doing that, so but I think it's a scam, isn't it? Can't even see because I don't have focus on the window. It's a cat scam. So I turned off the reward because I'm not comfortable with scamming you. Ellie, however, is absolutely comfortable with scamming. How many blocks do we need? I don't know. I just need to try. I don't even know that I'm using them. I just need to try them out. Blaming the cat. I see. It's a cat cam. Who else should I blame? You'll soon be Seba's time anyway. He's closed on the top floor again today. All right. Well, that's 3 stacks in a bit. That's probably good enough for now. Set up here. I'm going to convert these into polished. Polished blocks were the ones that were upstairs too. Hold on. What can I make out of these? I can make cut sandstone, but I can't make smooth. What enables the bad apple scoreboard? It's a button up there. I don't know who's playing. I can go find out. And watch the actual bad apple animation. Am I land here? Yeah, nice. I don't think I've ever actually watched the display for this. Oh, is it 80? Lagging around there. His voice mod is definitely off. What do you get?
Hello.
Hi there.
That was my first and pretty terrible, because I didn't know any of the track, attempt at Bad Apple.
It takes a couple of rounds to get anywhere.
Yeah. I was finding that my snowballs, I don't know what was going on, but my snowballs were not coming out anywhere near my cursor either.
They totally don't. Like, they are just...
It's like completely random.
The snowballs, I think, expose your lag in a much more distinct way than just interacting with the note blocks.
Yeah, and whereas I've just come from my solo world, which is on a server in the UK, and I'm UK based, this server, as you'll be aware, is very much not UK based.
I'm noticing that often. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, it even kicked me. Like I got on here and it kicked me for spamming. I had to rejoin, and I'm like,
that's
has it even started? Yeah.
Oh boy.
I was like, okay, something's not right, but I have to get better than 10%. I mean, that's just appalling.
Yeah, you're not like it was optimistic to turn on the scoreboard right away.
Well, I mean, I like I say, it's my first ever try, so I thought I'll turn on the scoreboard just in case. So
you're just like, I'm just gonna be completely natural at this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I thought, how hard can it be? Clicking some note blocks and throwing some snowballs. Little did I know that the amount that lag would play a part in this game would be quite phenomenal. Hi, Alexi.
I think Yuski would answer the question with how hard can it be with hard. He did some proper grinding here.
Well, I mean, not that I'm competitive, but as long as I can beat Kev, at some point, which might mean that I will be here all night, then I'll be fine.
You can do. I mean, what did you get on your first try?
I mean, 10%. Like.
Okay, that was already better than Kev. He got 9.
For a good long while, Kev was proud of having a really bad score.
Yeah, because he would refuse to do it again because he was like, well, if anybody asks me, I can just say 9, which is no in German. So you know.
Yes, I mean, there's 2, like, I can see that Blues has got 6-7, which is for the kids, but
oh God.
Like, I mean, there's another number that you could aim for as well, which would also be like you'd have to give up if you did get said number, wouldn't you? I mean, like that's
sure.
I mean, there are technically 2 other numbers as well that you can do.
Yeah,
like the answer to everything, you know.
Of course,
yes.
But that's so low now that it's off the scoreboard.
So you don't get the same impact with that one.
That is true. That is very true.
So yeah, if you hear the music playing, then it's just me grinding bad apple.
Well, luckily the music doesn't carry very far from here.
No, and because this is actually embarrassingly, this is my first time over in Goodland. I've had some IT issues, shall we say, and only just kind of got my computer fully back up and running for the server. I'm going to be building.
Did the server break it?
No. The fact that I had no cooling on my CPU broke it.
That would do it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the computer is idling at 96 degrees, then you know you've got a problem.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, but now it's working. Now I can turn on the frame rate, and I can be like, ooh, silky smooth. But up until that point, unless I'd reset my computer within about 20 minutes, then I was blue screening like it's crazy. Anyway, but I'm going to be building my own mini game. So I designed a mini game that's a spleef-based mini game, but it brings in some other dynamics for a little bit more tactical play, and I'm going to be rebuilding it on here. Do we just grab a spot and kind of mark it out and put the classic sign to say, this is my mini game here? Or is there a more organized way of doing this? Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I look at the map, I suppose.
Except for
there's not much on there.
These 2 can be expanded however far you want them to be. So you don't necessarily have like any issues with how big or small it is.
Oh yeah, and the sort of 8 spokes of paths that are running out are meant to be extended, so like don't block the end of one.
Ah, cool. No,
like certain someone.
Yeah, I mean it's compared to the
no
size
names,
of this,
but
compared to the size of this, it is small to say the least. I mean, it's a decent size. You can play either 2 or 4 player. But like I say, it's based on spleef, and it's based on the fact that resin is insta-break, but you can move it with pistons. So I've designed like a self-healing floor so that you can use smart pistons after the game to actually reset everything pretty quickly, which is always like one of the problems with spleef is like, how do you then get everything back?
So what
and you can...
Do you just like stand, like hold down place and it like moves it all into place?
Yeah. In each of it's basically it's max push limit for 4 sets of pistons. So you can so you've got 1 set of smart pistons each corner, and you reload each of the quadrants. So if you've got 4 players and you're all reloading it, it literally takes about 20 seconds to get the game zone back to ready to play.
Nice.
So and it also throws in some wind charges is the other dynamic in there. So you can either use those defensively or offensively, of course, to use some of the platforms around. There's some sort of platforms which are in some trapdoors. So if you stand on a trapdoor, you're safe from the floor, but obviously wind charges. So yeah, but I have got a whole bunch of stuff. For example, I need to get myself a resin farm in order to get enough resin to actually build it. And
that detail.
Just that small, tiny thing.
Just a tiny thing, you know.
Just the material you're basing the entire game off of.
Well, luckily, once you've got a resin farm, getting resin is, as long as this server's great because apart from pretty much myself, nobody sleeps. So actually getting the resin is going to be fine. There she goes. Is there not even an ender chest here, is there?
No.
God, as the server's ender chest supplier, there we go. We can do that. Too slow. But yeah, I also
feel like we sleep, but not like when people are stuff, I guess.
Yeah, when I'm in my solo world, like literally as soon as I see the sun there, I'm there like B-dubs spamming the bed, kind of expecting
same.
it to like, because it's just no fun. But again, here there's obviously more people to consider, and it's been easier before you find folk joined. Oh, it was a nightmare to get anybody to sleep. Because all the old school players were kind of like from a time before like sleeping was a big thing anyway. So they were just like, sleeping? What's that?
I've never heard of that.
Now it's just like why are you not sleeping?
I play too much hardcore. I don't want to deal with the mobs.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Hardcore and sleep are essential to go together. Like apples and pears. But yeah, so I also need to find myself a reliable source of wind charges. Because in one of my finest puns, the game is called Resonate, because you get 8 wind charges, see? Resonate. Oh, yes. But yeah.
Well, I am planning on building a farm for that, but I haven't yet, and it's going to be a little bit. But my base is positioned so that I have sort of 3 equidistant trial chambers, and so the idea is to set up a farm that uses all 3.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think there's one
just go through with a minecart.
Something like that. I haven't it's not just not done; it's also not designed.
So basically, you have a theory of what you'd like to do, a concept.
I call it. Okay, I was going to call it a plan, but let's call it an idea.
An intention.
Yes. Yes.
Vague thoughts in the general direction of
some kind of treble farm.
Yes. But you know, though vague, concrete enough that I actually put my entire base in this location for that very purpose.
Yeah, so it's got some forethought in there, but just no solid plans yet. So I may need to, no offense, Lime, I may need to find a slightly alternate source, or just get some people together to raid some of the thingies. What are they called?
Trial chambers.
Trial chambers.
That's the word. Yeah. I've got
one. It's always a fun adventure.
Yeah, I've got one relatively near to my island, my industrial island, Mine and Beefs, so I may get some people together to, if anybody wants to conquer it at some point. But I shouldn't be trusted with it, because last trial chamber I went to, I had the brilliant idea of, I'll just set up some beacons and tear this thing down. 22 hours of mining it took me. 22 hours.
Yeah.
But it does mean that I have got tough in my solo world until it comes out of my ears, pretty much.
Yeah.
Kev
has one on his old base, I think, that they were tearing out, and I know AJ dumped into it. I have one
next to mine.
Have you done anything with it?
Yeah, I've raided it.
Yeah,
that's all I've done.
They've set up something in there.
Stands.
I don't know what it is, but they have a beacon in there, and they've some on-off switches and stuff. I don't exactly know what it is they have got planned or something, but it was in one of his videos.
Yeah, so I need to do that this episode. So the plan for this episode is to do the whole thing. So I've got to redesign it, because it's in my solo world at the moment. It's underground in my solo world, so I've got to design a building, got to build the farms, got to do everything with that. And not get too distracted by playing Bad Apple.
You're playing Bad Apple.
No, not Bad Apple. Rad Apple.
Rad Apple, yes.
Oh, yes, I see, yes. Mr. Elder has been at this.
Yes, he beat Phoenix, and he had to make sure who was the better Aussie, you know.
the Battle of Aussie Ping. I mean, that's...
Yeah. An ever-going thing.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Well, just being able to log on is quite a feat for both of them.
Yeah.
Well, I particularly like the fact that so Rad came over to my island and he was like, yeah, on my solo world, my hardcore world, I'm used to doing loads and loads of elytra tricks, but here it's probably taking my life into my own hands if I do that.
Yep.
God. I remember watching him do weird tricks on his hardcore, and I was just like, I am terrified. Please don't do this.
Yeah, and he's like, he's there hot swapping out his chest plate and his elytras like mid-flight, and you're just like, really? He's got a lot of confidence in his connection to like his world there.
No totem in hand, just doing it. I was just like, oh god, no, please.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what makes it
just
fun,
crazy.
isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, you've got to
risk,
live
no
dangerously. Yeah, exactly. Whereas here, like, we're spoiled by the fact that we can just like sleep and respawn. And so I see that you're building a teleportation system, Lime, and you're actually bringing instantaneous travel will be very, very much appreciated because there's some pretty big distances. Yeah.
Where is this? This is 2,000 to 4,000 out. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm relatively lucky because over that way, about 1,500 blocks right at the start of the season, there is a mushroom island that I claimed, which was originally going to be my base before I decided that in true style of myself that it was nowhere near big enough for what I wanted. But I did set up all of the nether portals and connections to the roof of the nether, so I can get to that bit, and then it means that this is just a hop, a skip, and a 3-minute elytra flight to get here, rather than like 20 minutes.
I mean, there is a rail line going here.
There is
rail speed, and it is through the nether. It's still a fair while, but you know, it's at least faster than just flying all the way.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I've got a good stopping point, which means that it does make it relatively quick to get here. So it's not too bad at all.
Well, I'm gonna go get on with that teleporter.
Fantastic.
So it gets faster.
Good luck with that.
Which reminds me, before you leave, there you go.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. I have
I just have it like laying at my base, so.
Thank you very much. I have like 10 shulkers from that stupid dig we did at spawn, and they're all like silk touched cobble, non-cobble deep slate.
I did that. Moo came over to my base and he was like, I need some gold, and I've obviously got a ridiculous gold farm on the roof of the nether. And I was like, yeah, sure. And he's like, what do you want? And I was like, yeah, I just need some deep slate, assuming that he understood that I meant cobbled. And he's like, oh, no problem at all.
What makes you think he didn't understand?
Yeah, well, so...
What makes you think he didn't do that on purpose, my friend?
Yeah. Well, I came back and I was so excited. I was like, a double chest of deep slate. Yes, this is going to save me so much time. This is... Oh... And the entire thing was just regular deep slate.
Oh no!
Luckily, I had just finished in that episode building a concrete converter, an automatic one. It was a logical Geek Boy design. It's like 17,000 an hour, something ridiculous like that. And I thought, I know the blast resistance is higher, but surely this is still going to work. And luckily it did. So I managed to use the concrete converter to convert all of the deep slate to proper deep slate, as I like to call it. Or Grimstone. I think we should bring that back. I think we should bring that back.
Good old name.
I mean, I still call this clean stone.
Clean stone?
Yeah, because it's so clean. It's shiny. Nice and shiny.
I mean, shiny, maybe not, but I can see the clean.
You think they noticed, chat? I don't think they noticed. I was so sneaky. That was very nice. Like, this would have taken a little while. He's not super slow to convert, right? But it isn't super fast either. One option here is to just make the floor out of this, the entire floor. And I don't actually hate that because the original design had a single uniform floor. That's really annoying. Let's build like on one side of this, and I want this corner. Make 100. So this needs a slab outside of it, and then a solid layer. And obviously this, the contrast here is quite a lot, actually. But the only thing I have that would, well, then also actually these are both kind of white materials in this. This is pale planks and then pale stripped logs. So we could do the same thing with sandstone. I think what I need to do here, though, is I'm going to need to make myself a whole bunch of vertices. I don't think... Oh, I have one. I guess I just have one smelting all along here, but we're going to need so many smooth sandstone, I think. Alright. I'll leave an ender chest somewhere. I think I left it up at the drowned form, right? Alright. Well, I did need to dig this way, I said, so. I actually did know that was there because I dug into the side of it and I've patched it up, but I then completely forgot. You put one in your bags? Yeah, but that's where I always have it. But that's the one I take out again now. I usually have two there, so. Oh. Chat, my ender chest is entirely gone. Where do I put it? It's so gone, chat. I will never find it again. Now don't use up cobble deep slate. God, it's the most valuable of materials. Please. Okay. A little thrown off. Let's just smelt up 4 stacks of these as in parallel, so we have that going, because I will definitely need a bunch of smooth. Let's grab some just for the ability to do a little bit of building with it here. So let's say that we did this. I guess the problem here is I only have like the one color then, but it's still pretty okay, I think. It's just a low slope staircase up towards it. I think I like that. What other options do we have? I don't really want to be building with sand though. Is there one of like I could have creeper faces everywhere, I guess. The other thing, I guess we could do that, which would get us this line up here, which is kind of nice, but we also get this line, which I don't like at all, so probably just choose to smelt it once. I think I like that more. Let's grab a few. And let's make more slabs of that. I guess the thing I should also check then is, does this make a difference? Would I rather have that? Now I only get the stupid sideways line. So never mind. Definitely don't want that. Can go back in there. And I believe it goes around the corner. Does, yes. But that is, oh, I see. So I've built the entire, like, teleporter things out of the light wood in that instance. Which starts here. But I'm kind of now thinking that I want to try using these as that material. Try stripped birch. I've not. Staying as one of these materials. Could have that as these pillars, I guess. Are they supposed to be here or one back? They're supposed to be... Oh, I see. So that's just kind of a decorative, and the first teleporter is here, and that's one back. That makes sense. I would like to put down the droppers. I'm gonna need 8 of them on this side. We're also gonna need a pressure plate type. I think, if I understood this right, the first dropper's there. And then there are 2 apart. That every arrival thingy, whatever stasis chamber is... What? What have I done here? That makes no sense. Okay, I've put them all off by 1. Don't even say a chat. No. Don't even think about it. No. Oh. Do this. It's really annoying. There we go. That's the correct amount. Move it with pistons. Not in this edition. Gold pressure plate might fit with this, actually. Alright, so we look like this. Sorry, internet cutout saw nothing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, this is the chest I got from Lexi. Yeah. Oh, I already had a stack. Never mind. I was going to say, like, kind of the most valuable thing I have at the moment. I'm going to grab one of these and a few more of these just as a test. We might want to do some tile work here. But I think at the very least, I've used up all my hoppers, haven't I? Did I put away my... Yeah, put my chests in here. Let's make a few more. Five will be good. Because these, just one block outside here, are going to be quite annoying to get at once I've built over them. And also I need to place blocks there, so it kind of just makes sense to... Well, it's kind of important that there's a solid block over there, because I don't want the hopper using a performance. Okay. Surely a gold pressure plate's going to be what looks best. The other... It's like... There are blackstone ones, but not deep slate ones. That's a little bit odd. I guess the other alternative would be the birch or something, but I think we'll try gold. Oh. That's fine. So like that. I kind of like that, I think. I don't get this. I don't have a say in what gameplay gets added. do we like this? It got really dark. We're not using any of this material. So there's no like... Oh. Forgot that there's nothing underneath. Oh yes, there's a bit of lush cave stuff going on under here. A pull request. Yes, absolutely. I'm just gonna try removing these for a second and try putting a border of these on the outside here, from there to there, using a whole lot more of these. You know what, we're just converting that stack. I will need this. So it look like this. The thing that is kind of different from the other ones that I've done is these. I've used a material that looks like pillars. That is like logs or basalt or something that goes like up and down, right? It's directional. But here, they don't look so directional. I kind of like this, but it got very dark. I guess we're doing the same trick again here. But I kind of... I wonder if I should try to mix these in somehow. Like something like this. Not sure. Give me this. The other alternative is we build it all out of some lighter block, like sandstone or something, which would match the way the other ones are built. Like this kind of feeds into that, but leave your own ender pearl type. But how does the teleport trigger to a remote location? Through detecting the changes of lodestone compasses. Okay, stripped birch has come up. Let's go get some stripped birch and some, well, I guess I'll just get birch and some basalt. Sure, I had some chest. I guess we can use this one. Stash a bunch of my build materials in here that I don't need at this moment. Put those in there. Okay, cool. I like this, but this will only work if this is dark, I think. Otherwise, the pressure plate probably needs to be like blackstone or something. All right. Do I have enough momentum to get all the way home? I might. I'm not really that poor in gunpowder anymore, so I could just... What else has kind of a pillar characteristics? So there's all the logs, basalt. There's a... Quartz has a bunch of pillar-like things. If only you had a teleportation device to get you home. Well, I do, but not from there. Not yet. It's also not too far. It's like this is the design originally, so I'm using stripped hail. So we got a whole 5 birch logs. That's great. Let's, I guess, get some more. I wonder if my bone farms are overflowing again. They probably are. I'm just grabbing that. Yeah, the nice part about traveling around here is I'm filling out distant horizons also. Alright. We have quick leaf decay on the server also, so get some saplings back real easily. I think there is a wood shop that is stocked at spawn also, so I could buy these. And I guess if I'm making the entire station out of these, I probably go buy them. But for now, we just need a few for testing. Grab like half a stack or something. Actually, they are quite a heavy use thing, so maybe I should grab like a stack actually. Guess we do this. We'll put this on my bar so I can actually see them. See how my progress is. That's not exactly what I meant to do. Okay. I've seen you spam that before, I think. Or maybe that was a different person, but please don't. Is there increased tick speed? No. It's just, I think it's a mod that just decays the leaves in particular quicker. So it's not generic, it's just leaves. Come on. Come on. $54. Okay, do one more. Game disagrees. Okay. Where do I have all of these things? I have a chest somewhere there. And where do I have warped fungi? Here. Cool. Alright. So now we have that. We also wanted some basalt. I might have some smooth ones over there already, but I'm just gonna grab that. Don't even think about red sand lime. I don't know. Now I just started thinking about bone blocks, which could be an option, but I don't know. They are kind of pillar-like, so I guess I'll bring them just for the sake of it. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna fly out so I don't pick up anymore. I kind of wonder why Distant Horizons is not better at this. I'm sure there's some technical reason. Like it fades out based on a fixed distance rather than based on which chunks are actually there. I like cats, but they should meow about 10 times less frequently. Okay, maybe occasionally being very noisy. Well, I guess that's just convenience versus realism. Because have you met my cats? Have you seen my cats on the streams? They be noisy animals. Right, we're gonna need to create the rest of this blue terracotta also if we go with that. Let's just take another, like, let's go here. And I guess we try the I'm gonna need to place them like this. And they would go. Okay, incredibly annoying. There. So what we're saying is that it looks something like this. It's a lot cleaner, and it does fit quite nicely with this. I don't think it will look good with a gold pressure plate here. Ah, that's not too bad, actually. Ooh, have I now put away all my black stone? I think I have. It's all over. Some is at my base. Some is over there. I think a black stone pressure plate would probably look pretty decent here. I do think I kind of like this better, though, than this floor. Let's try replacing it with that and seeing. Well, it's all going into hoppers and stuff now, isn't it? Well, not too bad. Yeah, so we're going to need a ton more of these then. Oh, give me those valuable blocks. I should probably get these smelting more, maybe. I don't know how much I need of the sandstone now. We're doing this. And I mean, the original design had these be the same as these. So I could put a crossbar of that across the entire thing. But I don't necessarily think this is bad. Oh boy. Yeah. Sure. But let's find out how that would look. Is this better or worse? I think I actually kind of like this better. I'm not sure. Needs a tiny bit of variation. Well, I mean, this is not done either, right? There's a bunch more stuff going to be happening here. It's going to be signs and stuff. And the ceiling is just there. The point is also these are supposed to be quite uniform. I'm just questioning, do I have this here or do I have this here? There's more variation in that for sure. But then it becomes very uniform up here. Imagine a black pressure plate there. Now that we have some more, let's try this. It kind of just disappears into it. Not sure. That's really annoying. Guess it's fine because I'm going to be putting these over. I marginally prefer the sandstone. Well, I mean, you're the only one this far that's had an opinion. So. Do prefer sandstone's texture. Yeah, yeah. Which is nice because that means we need to chop down less trees. So we'd go like this. Let's try to get as much of this as possible set up. Let me just quickly... Okay, yeah. Oh. Sure. Oh, that's really annoying. This is stupid. I should probably remove these also, just so I don't leave those behind. Add the stack in here. Yep. Sure. Yes. So. No, that makes no sense. We'd be there. It looks like this corner. This thing goes all around, but then there's a gap in the actual corner of that, which is here. We need a whole bunch of slabs. The same here. This will be the corner of... Ooh. Use this. How much of a problem is this going to be? I do need to remove some of that spawner room. I do have more of this. It's fine. I probably need to look into the cleaning out the rest of the station reasonably soon. Let's like do half of that. Okay, so we need a bunch more blue terracotta here. And also there's another room out here that's going to need also blue terracotta. Let's just see. Yeah, this is the bubble column space. That's why I've hollowed out that all the way down. And so we need that there, right? Yes. And then there's a chest on top of that. Might as well put that down. I don't think I have any soul sand with me. It's there. It's supposed to be there. And I guess these are... It's just whatever, really. The only thing you'll see of this is the side of this chest. I think it's supposed to look like that. And then I think it goes the other way, the same way, but down. So the way is you drop down here, and then you either choose to go in there or there. So you can walk straight through this thing. So I think, oops, it ends up looking like this. And then we just need to dig in there and, you know, do the whole column thing and whatever. That's okay. Let's figure out the actual design of this thing, though, because those two are pretty important. Those two trapdoors there. And I, like, this has now become really annoying. I should move these up. Is there any way? Okay, there's no way up, but I can bounce my way up onto it. Very good. That is so much not what I intended. Not the bed. Okay. So we can either have actually those like trapdoors, which would have to be solid trapdoors. And in that case, I would guess that we want birch, which can kind of look okay here, I think. Or we need slabs. Slabs take up a lot of like headroom here. I didn't even try the basalt. Yeah, there's some more logs. I think I might want to go away. I might want to put up more of these here. Just one more layer of these so that we can work off of that. And then it's going to look something like this. I don't love that texture. It's a cat scam. I don't know where Ellie is at today. She might have gone to bed with my wife. It is really hard to imagine what this is going to look like. The rest of the ceiling also is then just kind of the same level. I guess what I have here then is this. That looks like this. Did I have a light next to that? Yes, I did. And in this case, that should almost certainly be a remember those names. Ochre light. Like that. And there's our actual light source, right? I don't that's quite okay, I think. And then this with a button on top of it, and that has to be a blackstone button, I think. It has to be really visible. What do I have next to it? I have these here. So I just the decorative blocks there, which in this case are either these or it could be the blue, I guess. So that's gonna maybe clash a little bit. Give me some of these so I can try. I mean, in that case, maybe I want the purple. Let's try that. If I can find them. They're right here. I don't like that at all. I think I like the yellow better. I guess the one thing we could do is use sandstone of some variety up there also. Let's just put these back. Yeah, exactly like that. I don't like the birch. The trapdoors. Or just the birch at all. Like, in general, also the strip logs. I think they're nice here. The problem that I have is maybe that it's all becoming quite uniform, which I think we can maybe fix here. Crazy thought. I have not brought one of those blocks. I thought I brought the red terracotta, but I didn't. I'm kind of thinking crimson logs together with, if I made this a red instead. Certainly need something else here. We have these also, but I don't. Oh, that's directional and weird. So I need to fetch a bunch of stuff. I want black stone. Place these, I guess. Let's do this. Okay, so I want black stone. I want I need my materials for the bubble elevator, so I need. Did I just go buy a ton of birch at this point? Probably kelp and the soul sand. Low lichen. Crimson logs, which I don't know if I even have many. Red terracotta. Mangrove. Yeah, I do have some logs of those. The problem is, well, it might work. Oh, well, thanks. Could also not use frog lights. I mean, server, please. Room lights are always a favorite block of mine. I don't have many of them. I would sleep, but I don't want to waste another rocket when the server's already messed me over twice. Just barely. Okay, we'll be here. So we got some stripped cherry is also so weird. Like, I like this outer texture of cherry sometimes, but the angle of the texture is the opposite of all other wood types, right? It goes across rather than up and down. Well, I guess it's not all. I guess it's the jungle logs have the same. I do not have a single one, it appears. That's apparently a thing. Wait, does it needs to be on the red? It is very dramatic, isn't it? We're about to have ads again, folks, so we're actually going to take a proper break this time, I think. So, if you've been aching to... I don't need more than one here. If you've been aching to have a break, go grab some snack, or fill up your drink, now is your time. Ooh, that's a really tall, nice one. We'll be back. I'll just be switching to a BRB screen. If you don't like the ads, you can also sub to the channel. That gets you ad-free viewing, or you can use Twitch Turbo, and you'll get some fun clips from the channel history. See if you get Myth's perfect creeper scare. And we'll be back in 3 or 4 minutes. Just ignore the leaves. But they're floating leaves in Minecraft. What kind of See? The leaves heard you. And they took offense. Okay, alright. Preemptive on you.
Shifty was shimmying to the music.
Alright, never mind. Up! Come on. Come on, Shifty. Come on, Shifty, we gotta move.
I did neither see or hear a ghast. Did you? Yeah.
Yes! I did!
Oh, there's a bunch of
Go buy a bow for lime. I'm gonna work on this guy here. Oh my god, what happened?
Alright, where are you at now, my friend?
Oh my god.
You're so good.
Where are
Please
you?
don't take off. Don't take off. Oh, of course you took
Okay,
off.
I am currently trying to figure out what happened.
you in this building.
Yeah. Hold. I'm in the library. Yes, I'm in there. Yeah. I'm working on our librarian.
Come on.
Online.
Let's play a game, little gas friend.
Just outside the door because they're
too high
Fabulous.
up. Come
okay,
on.
sorry.
Come on.
Chaos over here.
Alright, they're in the chest.
Great.
Got it.
What did you want, Lime? A bow?
A bow, please.
I only have 3 arrows.
I'm trying to learn how to breathe again.
I'm not gonna ask permission for this, okay? But I hope everything is okay.
Well, so it's up to you now.
Okay,
I'm just a passenger on this journey. You get to go ahead and start working on completing this game. Yep, any moment now.
I'm going to.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna literally going to carry you through this playthrough.
It's a literal carry. Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna drop you into that horse.
Yep,
there we go.
Or into the hole. I don't know. Now, fight me. Yeah. Not like that. Ow. Ow. Bad. Ow.
Oh, beautiful.
So, did someone clip it?
Someone did clip it. Welcome back. Oh, this song brings back memories. Can you tell me, chat, where was this song used? Do I even have? I do. A sliced lime relevant use of the song. Boom boom. Love that sound. So good. Anyone? Uh, 12 I got out of that. Let's maybe do one more. Oh, no, it. It's like this, yeah. No one, really. Right. That song was the theme song I used for the trailers for the Seasons data pack. Ah, almost. I guess we put these in here. Do I bring the shroom lights? I really shouldn't be using shroom lights here, I think. Oh, you knew it was familiar? Yeah. What else? I said red terracotta. Bring those. We've got some just blank terracotta. Let's maybe bring these two. And I either want to dye them, well, likely I either want to dye them red or blue. So in case I want to dye them red, let's bring this. Hi, Winter. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good too. So potentially I would need blue, which I guess we just steal. Lapis. Fine. Yeah, let's grab these. And then I wanted... These is soul sand. And then my inventory is suffering. But I also need some kelp. I think that's it. I'm also gonna need signs for the... I guess we'll figure that out later. God, this is a mess. I feel like I was gonna fetch something else. What would that have been? Yeah. Alright, let's try this out. It's fine. I also can put away this now. That will help a little bit. And don't necessarily need to carry around 7 sticks. Okay, good enough. Yeah, it'll be very nice once I have this teleporter up and running. No, I have to fly this over and over again. That's also going to be our last break for today. Might be good for the mods to know also. We've got a little bit of a shuffle around of our kind of morning tomorrow, which means I need to get up extremely early. So I cannot go along today. It'll be interesting to see 80s game here. All right, we are back. Let's immediately find out what I'm missed bringing, I suppose. So what I wanted to try was to have these here. That color combo works, I think. It actually kind of sort of works with the blue also. But just to be a little bit thorough, we're going to try it with red as well. So these have almost perfectly this red and this kind of purple of the blue. I think I actually still like the blue more. It was a surprise. I didn't think they would fit so well. We're also going to look at mangrove. Which, if I want to use it, I have to put it sideways, which is really weird. Because I want the lines in it to kind of go that way. I think I just want those there. And we don't care about those. Cherry. This has an interesting kind of, it's a darker version of these, sort of. That kind of works with these. It just has to be sideways, which is really weird. I guess people want to sleep. I will help. I don't actually hate that, but I might, in that case, want... get something here to place against, like that. And then we move the light, like out here. Which, where is the center of the room? The center of the room is here. I think that might work. Remember, you're not going to see the sides of these. How does this look in vanilla? It still fits quite well. Okay, let's get rid of some stuff here. This goes here. And I think in my thing... Oh, interesting. So that's actually a different texture than these. So for the pillars that go up, maybe I could just use sandstone. That would be a reasonable thing to use. No, not there. Thanks. Also not there, would you believe? So the way this is gonna work, not there, but I guess I will need that. And on both sides. So the way I have this set up is this is gonna be a water drop, which we can put in now. Right, forgot about that. You land on this chest, it's waterlogged, so you take no damage. This is going to be a water column, and to keep the water in place, we can use glow lichen. So now, actually, if there's water coming down here, it's just there. And just for symmetry, I'm also putting these here. They don't really do anything there, other than keep the lighting and stuff symmetrical. So I suppose we should do this all the way up. The question is, do I want to break this up with some light blocks around in there? I don't know if I've done. I think this is just... You see a bit of all the stupid redstone that's going to be coming in there. It is kind of nice to have rings of light blocks that you fall through. When you fall through that, it kind of creates this nice sense of speed. Oh, the Froglight Farms is 80s, I think. I wonder if I should... Did he leave? No, but he's way over there now. He's back at spawn, I think. So yeah. I think this build is going to quite quickly get me very poor in these. And last time I was there, I think there wasn't any spare. So maybe with that in mind, I shouldn't splurge. And I should just build up with these. It's fine. You can always... It's going to be annoying, but you can always sort it out later. The smart thing to do would have been to bring more of these, though. Fine. Alright, the extra smart thing to do is to start another smelt of these. Because that is a thing I'm 100% going to want. You know what, let's actually just split it this time. Bubble columns also get really dark without light blots. That's true, but I mean it's not going that far. Actually don't have that many left, but this is fine. I mean it's okay. What the? Give me up. It is actually a little bit longer than I thought of when I... But surely, if AD has a farm, he can just go grab a bunch more. I don't remember. I know that one of the types was out. I think it was the yellow type. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, so now I'm actually out. It would have helped if I'd remembered to put the stupid water in at the top. Yes, that would have helped. This might actually be fine. That went way back. It was not fine. Why did it go in such a weird angle? Hi, Gast. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. Cool. There. And this needs to be covered up too. I guess we could do that later. Oh. It's like, why was that? It was because of the temporary water I put down, not because of the actual one. So we go here. Works out. Remove that. How are these two doing? Maybe enough to complete the columns? Whee! I don't think that's enough. Like, that is not... It's not many seconds that you spend in that bubble column. Okay, it was enough. Nice. Cover these up so people don't fall in. Maybe don't cover up the actual dropship. Oh god, I am just an absolute pro today. Okay. All right. I think I'm settled on Crimson. Well, essentially this entire pattern, especially this blue. So I am going to at least convert one more of these into blue. I think that's reasonable. It's done. Oops. Come on. Placing blocks like just terribly. There we go. So it's all going to end up this kind of brightness because these are going to run the entire length. So what do I have? This is the center point. Let's get 3. We could do this. I don't think I hit that. The other ones, though, have a bit of an arch to them. So the ceiling isn't flat. It goes kind of up here a little bit. I guess we could. If I make this into a wood block. Well, I guess I'd have to make these into wood blocks too. Then I was thinking about putting slabs in between here. But we could also do the further on. That is very expensive, but I'll do it for now. So we do that. These are going to have to be converted then. And just put sandstone slabs in between there. Or we could even have these slabs there. Might look okay. Do I know? Okay, I do have some nice slabbage. That would go to there. I mean, it's impossible to evaluate this with these looking so silly. You have pearlescent frog lice? I have all kinds. You could try them. I don't have the green ones with me, but I do have them. We tried them before though. I do think I like that. Could actually even put like this higher up. And one option is to not put these here. This is going to need a light button then if I make this dark. That's doable. We can have... could even have a birch button. So what am I saying then? No. I mean, it would almost certainly be that. I actually like... I think I like these better. Like that. Okay, let's... don't need these right now. Put some things away. I mean, it also works. I'm not entirely sure. The problem here is this is going to be every other row, right? Because this comes out of every pillar there. So it's just going to be like a little weird dip thing. Unless we also like move this part up. Somehow. So what did I... hold on. How do I have a single crimson stem? Did I only build out one side? I guess maybe I did. So this was the frog light, right? But that would end up like really high up. Also don't want it directed that way. sideways. So be there. That kind of sort of doesn't work. Starting to feel like I should just make the whole roof flat instead. Because this is complicating things quite a lot. Please let me jump, game. So these need to go in sideways here for it to work. This is really odd, but that's how things go. Did I bring Blackstone? Or did I completely forget about that? I did completely forget about that, didn't I? Okay, cool. Instrumental mix, eh? I don't think we have the same view of what instrumental means, Mr. Artist. Man, I don't know. Move this up as well. It'll just be a quite hard... Why? Why, game? Please. Give me back my blocks. Okay. So I'm concluded I like that more on the bottom. The only question is I have no idea how this is going to look if I repeat it like a million times. That ends up there, I guess. Put another this in the way in between. This just looks very uniform now. I mean, I guess one option is that. Yeah, I'm going to have to set up at least one more row here to see how that works. That off the side here, that off the side there, this in between. Frog lights at the end. Pearlescent or ochre is the question. Have I lost one here? No. Man, this looks very busy. It's extremely... just a lot. Don't love that. What if we make... just a kind of line that goes through the center of these. Goes in there. Maybe that works better. Oh, we're gonna need so many more of these. Do that. There. I think this could work. This part is a little questionable. I don't know what to do with this. Now we have this very bright sandstone wall. What do I have here in this? I just have... okay. I only have a dark block for these when the rest of this is light. So maybe I should replace these. Oh boy. Right. There's a beacon here. Those are the blocks I want. Okay, that does not work. What if we put these here instead? Is there any chance that works? Of course, there's one to view. Not really. I guess this doesn't technically need to be like one of the other blocks in the palette. So what if we just make it bricks? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Because this could even be... Could have some like cracked bricks and stuff in here. Okay. Inventory. Of course. I actually kind of want these again. Am I out of birch? No, just don't have it stripped. This is extra weird, this texture, because it goes sideways and then it changes directions when you do that. Backlight the bubbles? Can't. This through here is going to be another room. It's just not. So like it can be on the sides, but it can't be here. I do like this though. This framing. Although these now kind of need to be these. Although I suppose what I could do is this. That sort of works. Well, I mean that doesn't, but that's easily fixed. I'm not sure. I think probably the best thing to do here is to make these into these instead. Inventory crunch is real. There, now they will stack. Okay, so if I do that, then these will connect. Yeah. Let's try it out. I don't have to do all of it. Let's just spill water across the entire room for a second. I also need this. I totally like that better. Replace these two with that as well. Doesn't need to replace the floor. Actually, just replace that one and then have this one come across. I think I like that. Oh, no. Did not want to go up. It's just the bottom three. Okay. Okay. And there's a 3x3 thing here. Well, I guess this is just gonna... It's gonna be something behind here anyway, so let's just worry about that later. and we're rapidly running out of logs, but whatever, we'll buy more later. Okay. These continue another run. I have exactly not enough to complete this thing fully. I guess that's okay. We now go down to one of those. Oh my goodness. Inventory. Please. Don't need the kelp. I don't even have water anymore, and still, let me put away that. This can go in there. Okay. Do I have one more of this? Just, no, of course, because I need two. Not that. This. Okay. So, yeah, those are logs, but these need to be wood, and they need to be wood pointed like sideways, weirdly. In between these is... well, that is just a slab. I guess it's a good thing. So I actually can do this then. Okay. Crimson. Boop, boop. Those two. Then we have this. I can actually place like that. Yes, that will end up the right way. Yes, that looks the same. Good. And then these. Oh, there's one plank left here somewhere that I used as like filler material. I need that now. Give me. So need to make those. These will be pointed this way. Which I guess means I need to do that. And then it's logs. Yes. Rip. I actually do not have a way to get up. The one thing you can do is you can bounce your way up to get a little bit higher if you have wings. So now the question is, does this look better? Or does this look better? Really? Okay, there. I think that looks better, right? Yeah. And even that, I think. Do I just flatten this? No, I don't. Okay. That I think is done. That's the end result. Ooh. Lazy way to do this. Oh no, it's here. Oh no. Okay, there were no... I thought there were going to be leftover blocks up here, but there weren't. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So kind of this is the view you'll have on the finished thing. If you ignore the tiny stone that's visible in the top left. Also, the whole thing will be more uniformly lit because there will be more frog lights and all the way down, running all the way back. Okay, so good. we have chosen only the finest materials. That is, this is going to be hell expensive. But oh well. I need a ton of cherry, crimson, and birch. So let's wrap up the stream by going over to spawn and seeing what that is going to cost me. Because my assumption is it's going to be a lot. Gonna gone for netherite. Shush. No more silly ideas. Actually, ancient debris would... This is the current fastest mode of transport between good land and spawn. Plenty of time to pour a drink. The really nice part about the teleport system otherwise is that it really does equalize distances. Like, it's not slower to go further. It's just a fixed time, regardless of where you're traveling. But yeah, this isn't fast. That's nice. We have the 2 first stations, like their build palettes are now designed. No ice boat path? No. And like the stations aren't even finished. Let's see. Wood shop is like over this direction. Also, we can peek at the frog lights while we're here. Yeah, so it's the yellow ones that are completely sold out. Alright, well, good thing that we're using the purple ones now then. Which I already have another stack of, I think. There are still some. It's like 1 diamond per stack. Let's leave this thing. I'm just gonna buy a couple of stacks. I keep using frog lights. It's so good. Right. And we wanted to go... Wait, this is the... It's the nether stuff. Yes. I need that. Where's the wood shop? Is it this? Oh, this iron pit. Why does it have all the different woods? The Dragon Tavern. I could have sworn it was like over here somewhere. Maybe it isn't. It is very pretty. That is true. But my stations can be pretty as well. And they will be fast. Here. That's right. So. It's 1 diamond for birch stack. I'm gonna strip them myself. That's fine. People are buying pale moss first. That's ridiculous. Oh. Crimson stem for 1 diamond stack. Okay, that's nice. And then cherry. Okay, there's stock of everything here. Let's just buy a bunch then. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. I was like, I'm being so careful to not place it on the stupid moss carpet. Nice. I like the turn. We're gonna need a couple of stacks of these, I'm sure. So am I using equally many? I think I'm using more of these, right? took 2 stacks. You know what? I don't need this anymore. I just put it back. And then I have the final inventory space that I need for that. There we go. And then I'm going to need some blackstone and whatnot, but that's fine. And from here, I can go home easily, but I guess what I do need is to just go back, because that's where I'll need all the things. Hi, hello. Look, it's selling mangrove and jungle logs and stuff. Glowstone. Birch. Birch. Thank you. Let's do this now. Despite the bullet. Empty shulker. This I'm not a super fan of this design of this shop where you can't put a shulker anywhere. Okay. I could break apart another diamond block. I didn't mean to. Okay, that's fine. I need a ton of birch, don't I? Like, it's basically the half the place is birch. 4, 5, 6, 5. I'm just gonna buy like a whole diamond block worth. Why have the diamonds if you're not gonna use them? All right. I'm not even sure that that's enough, but it'll keep us going. Let's go back. Actually, how did we go from being so many people online to being only me? Everybody left. Wow. Get rid of this rain. That's the only reason I did that. Let's take the slow subway back. It might actually be faster to teleport home for me and then fly. Like, I'm not at all actually sure that that is not fast. Not as fast. This is not even the right floor. Here. All right. What are we at? Okay. I think I have all the materials except the stupid blackstone. I keep forgetting at my base. We can maybe try to like smash up a bunch of this before I have to end. It would be nice to see more of it. Like a more complete view. And then at some point further on, I'll have to actually dig out the other side of the room, which is a much smaller space, so that should be quite quick. But I completely blanked on the fact that I hadn't done that yet. Yeah, okay. We are so back. Now the question is, do I focus on cross or do I focus on like filling up one side? Certainly easier to do one side, I think. Wait. No, those are just that's just a log going out. Yeah. Definitely need this. Do this. Oops. Oops again. I also don't have the hoppers. I guess I will just do this now. So we can just get somewhere real quick with this. The stack of birch logs is gonna vanish. You also need more of them. Once we are ready to continue going upwards and building the actual mechanism. But oh well. All right. Do. Nice little rhythmic stripping. The last one there. Cool. These need to go sideways, which is really annoying. Which means I'm going to need to make a ton of those trapdoors. Oh, one more. And this is also supposed to be birch logs. They're so bright with the shaders on. Okay, we need that. We need a bunch of these in this form. Actually, exactly that many. It's lucky. Well, I'm gonna need double the amount, I suppose, for the other side, but whatever. And then these, because they are, hold on. No, these need to be the wood type. Really? Game? Really? That is not great. It's so dark, man. I need one more. Okay, I suppose. I need more anyway. Figure out how this ends later. Okay, so we do that, then we place this off of that side to get it oriented correctly. Okay, that works, I suppose. Boop. Like it's not hard or slow to wait. No, okay. It's not slow to build it. It was only the design process that was slow. There. There. Can I reach this from here? Yes. Nice. Don't have enough slabs though. Where do we have? We need Lexi's fantastic gift. That's so great. This would have been so annoying. Hi, Furtive. Welcome in. Sadly, you're joining just at the tail end. I need to end a bit early today because I need to get out at like 5:30 tomorrow morning. What do I do here? I guess I build it from this side because I don't even have the droppers placed. It's gonna be awful to know. Do it the other way around. Okay. We do that. Do I actually just not have any just regular stone anywhere? I really don't. Wow. Lucky. I need to dig this out a bunch. Okay, now we have stone. I don't think I have enough stone. This goes here. I definitely do not have enough stone. Let's not leave that unlit. Now I have enough stone. Because what I need is to do this basically, so I have something to place against. Like so. I need more than 2 birch. We'll do that. So expensive. Glad that shop was there. This would have taken ages to shop down. And these need to go like this. And then going in like this. Okay. Let's get stripping. So this would have cost me twice as many diamonds for all of the logs just to avoid that. That's so incredibly expensive. So I need right. These and these. And we're basically going one of each. I've ended with that. That's fine. And then outside of this, we have. I don't have any left. Okay. And I'm gonna need that many, I think. Maybe more even. Or less. Okay. And then in between them are where I have this. Cool. Wait, that's the wrong way. Okay. I need these, and I'm gonna need way more of these. Like that many, probably. And they go this way. I love how that combo looks. That's really cool. Right. And these are actually just normal logs. Yes. There. It's surprisingly hard to find those in my inventory for some reason. I'm building with the most expensive blocks, and all of them are like directionals. It's all annoying to place them correctly. You're gonna end up with like one that is the wrong direction, and I'm gonna miss it, and it's gonna annoy people the heck out. Oops. It's also right up as far as it can reach, so it's just being a little bit annoying to get every block there. Stop. Thank you. At least I got it back. Okay. I mean, starting to look like something. I do like that. And the back end here, the back wall is just going to be... There's going to be a door here in the middle, which I guess now should be a birch door. But it's like a staff entrance only. So the rest is just going to be these... Which I am carrying. Nice. So we were basically done. That's pretty cool. Then I'm just have to build the entire mechanism, but we don't need to talk about that. And also build the thing that goes behind here in the staff area, but that's mostly just an actual staff area. It's like refilling station, basically, for whenever we run out of stuff, which is going to be here is the center. That's where the door goes, right? Yes. So I need one more row of something. Because here, that has a beam straight across. I guess that's what I'm doing over here too then. So this goes like this. And then here. Yo, another bonfire raid. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome to Mindcrack, folks. I hope you had a fantastic stream today. Sadly, this is going to be a shorter one for me today. So you're kind of joining on the tail end of it, but welcome nonetheless. What did I do? Did I do that? I did a full block here, but I don't think I need a full block. Yeah, I just need a slab. That is what I did. So welcome in, folks. You just join also as I finished the design of the station. With the exception of this door. And, well, I guess, with the exception of this entire side of the station, which is not even dug out yet. But I'm happy with this. Took a good amount of design work here, but I'm really happy with the result. Here's how it looks without shaders. Like, it still looks good. It's just everything is more dull, obviously, because there's no reflections and stuff, but I do like both. Played 1.21.11 for the first time. Nice. Yeah, so for those of you who haven't seen this, I'm building a teleporter station network. I am missing these trapdoors and the buttons here. And some pressure plates and stuff. But yeah, mostly it's wood. Would it be reasonable to use birch pressure plates in this now? Well, not there. Honestly, I do think that's going to just look better with blackstone. I do think that is the case. But yeah, we were working on another station yesterday. Which is the central station. This is the one. This does need some lights. This is the one out here at Goodland, which is our kind of mini game district on the server. So there's a bunch of stuff here. There's a rad apple right over there. There's some Steve thing happening. There's a dropper over there. And all kinds of stuff. Let's sleep so we can see this thing in the daylight. Yes, this is a different station. So this is these are the two stations that is going to be the start of the network, right? So once I've finished building both of these, that's when the station, that's when there will be some function to the network. Because if you're a transport network with one station isn't all that exciting, is it? So this will go down. Here's the arrival hall. This will be the departure hall, which is much smaller. It's going to be narrower. It's basically a 5 wide or something. And all it does is have one lodestone for every player in the system so that they can get back to the main station. And the main station lets you actually go to different places. Mods, we're going to snooze these ads. And this is obviously the way you get out if you want to get out. And this is, I'm going to build some hut or something around here with a nice little entrance. And then we'll put the logo of the whole like network on like a big wall sign above it. So mostly the whole thing is underground. Yeah, liking that. Also, if you want an indication to the amount of mechanics that go into this entire space, this hollowed out space, will be filled with redstone to just drive this thing. These are going to be the stasis chambers for each. There are 16 of them, so there's one for every player. So there's a little thing I've designed that goes up. When you throw an ender pearl up into it, it will trigger a tripwire that will set it up so that it becomes a stasis chamber. And then there's another system that can trigger it remotely to drop the ender pearl down. These droppers down here will have, like I was toying with there, a pressure plate on them. And so when you spawn here, because you're Pearl Land, these will be filled with ender pearls. And so they'll drop you a new ender pearl. You just look up and throw it, and it perfectly resets the mechanism. That's the whole, that's the usability part of it that makes it just so, yeah, easy to use. But I think that is pretty much everything I'm gonna have time for today, sadly. Yeah, like I said before, we have some little bit of a, everyday mix-up of the way we normally do things in the family. I am going to need to sleep because I need to get up very early. So I'm just going to stuff like all kinds of things that don't belong together in this shulker is now just whatever I'm using for this particular build. These can go in here though. Nice to have always a little supply of furnaces whenever you need to smelt something. Okay, nice. Let's clean this up so we can see the station without my shulker monster in it. And obviously you'll see a hint of the departure hall through there. Should have made the birch door actually, just so we can have it here. But this will have a little sign that says staff also. Nice! I'm happy with that. I'm actually happy enough with that I'm going to do this. Just so I make sure that I have that replay. All right. What is going on, folks? So many things going on. Not a lot of them Minecraft, really. Weird. Alright, well, I've been happy with this. Let's do this. Thank you for hanging out, folks. When is the next Mindcrack video? When I'm done with these stations. I haven't even started recording actual like clips for it. But I now it's just like mechanics build from a stupid schematic. It's not, necessarily hard. So it's that. And then I need to onboard some players onto this so we can start using it together. That's kind of what needs to be done before I can have that video done. But obviously also a bunch of editing and time lapses and God knows what. Thank you, folks. This has been fun. This is a cool view. I like that. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Sorry for this shorter stream. I appreciate all of you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, evening, or whatever time it is in your time zone. Have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.